Your beliefs are the result of blind acceptance of authority, all secondhand stuff. You're not separate from your beliefs. When your precious beliefs and illusions come to an end, you come to an end. By Yuji Krishnamurti. Hello everyone, this is your host BB Flower. There is something that keeps bothering me when I look at the world around me. Why is that some people have more money and some don't? Why is it that some people are better placed in the society than the others? Why is it that some jobs are respected more than the others? Why is it that some people would put their lives at risk for others and some would kill others to save themselves or an idea or belief? Why is it that some people work laboriously while others sit on the computer and make more money than them? Why is it that the people that made a 5-star hotel with their own 2 hands cannot afford to stay in it or even be allowed anywhere near it after completion? There are many such absurdities that I ponder upon, and it all boils down to the convincing game. We all play it, knowingly or unknowingly. In fact, we have to. There is no escape from it. There is always someone who convinces others with an idea that profits the one convincing. So what does the one convinced get? A pseudo sense of security, or many times pride? Security always comes from material gain, be it money or whatever money can buy. But pride, that is a tricky one. Pride is so deceptive that it will lead you to sacrifice your life. And this pride encompasses many things under one umbrella, such as honor, dignity, self-esteem, and even arrogance. Not all of these emotions are beneficial to us. People die for honor when all that our body wants is to survive and procreate. What persuades us to go against the basic tenet of life? This convincing game, which operates at many levels in society, is very, very persuasive. Even when it is coerced, it appears as the only choice. I was asking my husband a few days ago, why are there manual jobs and people actually doing it when so many are just sitting in front of a screen and making money? His reply was lack of rebellion, because people are actively participating in the convincing game. The only way for them to realize the power they hold over the others is by saying no. But can they? Can we say no to the ones employing us, even when we clearly see that they have more than us without actually doing more than us? I've said before in my podcasts that money and fame is directly proportional to how many lives you touch. Unless you touch more lives, you cannot gain either or both. Take a simple example. C-level jobs, or a person at the C-level job makes more than anyone under them because they are managing everyone below them. And the one working below them is impacting one less than them. So on and so forth as you go below in the hierarchy. So the one at the last level is the one impacting no one in the chain of business they are in. And by that measure, they should make the least. But is it how this works? No. I mean, you could make more than the one above you if your network expands beyond them. In turn, you do touch more lives than the one managing you. 2 days ago, my husband and I watched a movie called Major. It is a Bollywood movie about the gruesome attack on Hotel Taj in Mumbai on November 26th in the year 2008. Now, if you look at it from effectiveness perspective, that mission was poorly executed. It took days to seize the situation from the terrorists that took over that hotel. It was a young bunch of Muslim men from Pakistan that took the hotel hostage and bombed it many times, killed countless unsuspecting customers, police, and Indian Army personnel. They began outside of the hotel, actually, in a small cafe first, and then they entered the hotel. Focus of the movie was this one major from the Indian Army. But if you strategically look at the incident, it should have been handled in a better, more aggressive way. First, the response team from the Army breached the premise after 24 hours or so. At one point in the movie, the Army personnel running the mission said that they needed to stop for the day and sleep and start in the morning or whatever, for whatever reason, when clearly people were dying. There were terrorists in sight still, with innocent civilians. Now there are two ways to look at it. Mission was incomplete. It was not like going to a 9-to-5 job. More competent people should have been engaged, and with better strategy, maybe then that major would not have died. The other way to look at it is that they were doing their best. Why should one risk their lives when they are not even equipped properly to handle such a situation? Who says they needed to keep going and die for an idea or belief or duty or patriotism? I felt that movie depicted the situation being handled somewhere in the middle, perhaps to not sway too much from the reality and keep things in favor of the Army to cash in on the patriotic card. Of course, the major did not stop for the day and carried forward, giving his life to the mission. He was awarded suitably, and his parents are proud of his sacrifice. My husband and I questioned this whole recruiting humans for defending the country. We began analyzing it while we were watching that movie, and what glared in our faces was a simple fact. A terrorist is a kind of misled person that believes in an idea without any other baggage. In other words, a psycho. And a personnel from defense for a country are humans just like you and me, with special training and baggage. Baggage of family, baggage of emotions, baggage of responsibilities, etc. They get impacted by the carnage, just like you and me, with no recourse sometimes. They get handicapped. They get mental diseases. They're not the kind of psycho needed to carry out killing without thinking of the consequences. We also came to the conclusion that attack versus defense has different psychology at play. And an attack to prove a point or to make a point versus an attack to avenge also has different attitudes behind it. Either way, people are ready to die for an idea. Why? Because someone's got to do it? No, it cannot be that, can it? There's always an exploitation of a need to convince a person to give up their lives. And it is not just defending the country, but also when working menial jobs or any job. The convincing game is there everywhere. We work and keep doing it to support ourselves, our family, and what choice do we have actually? There is no other way out other than to subscribe to one of the ideas or beliefs. UG had said that it is the fear that is preventing you from allowing the senses from fully functioning. And I would say from fully acknowledging the fact that we are being manipulated. And so I believe that we are all fearful of something when giving up our freedom to say no. The question is, have I succeeded in convincing you today? Well, let me know. This is author PB Flower signing off. Bye-bye.